Kurumjay, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla stresses students' knowledge gained today will determine society's future progress. Mao ACMLA Losi Diko stresses restoration of peace and normalcy for settlement of Manipur crisis. Inpui bodies seek clarification of United Naga Council over UNC KIM joint statement on recognition of K Songlung as Kuki village. DIPR Director A. Shabazz flags a thin line between digital journalists and content creators, warns against chasing likes and calls for credible reporting. And Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman tables Economic Survey 2025-26 in Lok Sabha. Projects India's real GDP growth at 7.4% and GVA at 7.3% for fiscal year 26. And now to top stories. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla stressed that knowledge earned by students today will contribute towards a society's future progress. He was speaking during a Manipur Technical University's annual convocation observed at City Convention Centre, Palace Compound today. The convocation ceremony was attended by Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla, Higher and Technical Education Commissioner Ningthokjam Jaffrey, IIT Guwahati Director Professor Devendra Jahilal, Manipur Technical University VC Professor W. Chan Babu and MTU Registrar Ramananda Nomikapam. During the program, students graduating from disciplines such as civil engineering, computer science engineering, electrical engineering, electronic and communication engineering, mechanical engineering and Master of Business Administration for the academic year from 2020 to 25 were felicitated with their degrees. Speaking during the function, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla said that there is no shortcut to success. Congratulating the students, he praised for collective efforts through their skills to give a positive impact in the society. He noted that MTU currently registers 700 students in 6 streams, while highlighting that with the addition of PhD courses since 2025, the university is paving a way towards research and development. He calls for collective contribution to push MTU to become a hub for technical higher studies.
There is no shortcut to hard work in life if you want to achieve anything. And government job is not the only thing. There are startups. There's a lot of creativity we can have. We can look forward to teaching side. There are plenty of professions available which you can look towards, but in all professions, you have to work hard, maintain discipline, and then go for it. Then success is on your feet. Manipur Technical University should aspire to reach a level of institution. In Manipur, you are definitely on the top, but in the Northeast first and in India, and then start competing with the institutions like IITs and all. Government of Manipur has keen interest in making this technical university a center of higher learning, and the same will be achieved in due course of time. Today, Manipur Technical University should focus on research, innovation, critical thinking and graduate outcome. This will increase our ranking at national and international levels. Besides, we need to introduce more market-oriented courses and make the university more relevant for achieving the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047.
Mao MLA Losi Diko has reiterated on the need for developing communal harmony among all communities in the state so that Manipur can return towards normalcy. MLA Diko was speaking during a 38th General Conference of Anal Naga Students Union, Anal Lengril Tangpi. Speaking in the program, MLA Dhiko expressed firm belief on the early return of popular government while also assuring support from NPF. While commenting about imposition of bans and blockades along national highways, MLA Dhiko stressed on harmful consequences of some individuals trying to create enmity among communities. He asserted that communities need to come together to work a solution to their differences. During the program, MLA Losi Dhiko also inaugurated a coaching center for competitive exam aspirants in Channel district, which is set up by ANSU. Speaking on the sideline, President of ANSU, BD Ningwar Anal, highlighted the importance of organizing the General Conference and asserted that the conference aimed to encourage youths from Anal community to do well in education and sports.
We need to have peace and understanding. Then only we can be able to bring solution and peace. Even yesterday, there was a lot of problems. The Cookie Impi and then the UNC has come together to make some understanding. That was a very good initiative. But in between, somebody started. That's why there was a lot of commotion, a lot of confusion yesterday. But somehow they intervened, and then things are improving now. Not like before. Even here in the whole state also, the scenario is changing. So people now understand, unless and until we come together, understanding together, step by step. I think it is going to take time. So we are doing that, and hopefully we have peace day by day in the state.
As the apex student body of the Anal community, we understand the importance of education and excelling with. We are proud and at the same time we are happy to have inaugurated the LT Coaching Center today. Through this LT Coaching Center, we will be providing affordable coaching facilities to the Anal students aspiring for various state and central examinations. And we believe that down the years, the coaching center will provide much needed central and state officers. Someday, through our hard work and dedication, we believe that this LT Coaching Center would produce even IAS officers. May God give us that day soon.
All Inpui Students Union AISU, Inpui Naga Women's Union and Inpui Naga Youth Organization have sought detailed clarification from United Naga Council UNC over its joint statement with Kuki Inpi Manipur KIM issued on January 27, expressing strong dismay and surprise at what they term as UNC's apparent legitimization of K Songlung as Kuki village. In a joint representation addressed to the UNC president, the Inpui organizations asserted that no village or settlement named K Songlung exists in the area, nor is it recognized in government records, clarifying that the site consists only of 2 farmhouses constructed in 2017 on Inpui Naga land at Tamphoi Mon. They stated that the joint statement has created confusion on sensitive land and settlement issues and questioned the rationale behind recognizing Kuki claims over Inpui land without consultation with the concerned tribe and legitimate landowners, while urging the UNC to exercise greater seriousness, factual accuracy and consultation in matters affecting land, rights and inter-community harmony. Director of Directorate of Information and Public Relations DIPR, A. Shubhas, has pointed out concern on fine line that divides digital journalists and content creators. He has urged digital journalists to use the power available to them to produce genuine reporting and disseminate fact-based news rather than working solely for likes or views on social media platforms. A. Shubhas was speaking during Beyond Silence, first Manipur Digital Media Conclave 2026 and Digital Journalism Awards 2026, which was organized by Manipur Update at Sangai Hall of Hotel Imphal today. Speaking in a program, Director of DIPR, A. Shubhas, stated that journalism in the present day is no longer confined to the printing press. He asserted that digital journalism has enabled news to be disseminated globally with ease. He said that producing fast, fact-based and responsible reporting has become a major challenge in the digital age, as digital media holds significant influence in shaping public perception. He emphasized that independent journalism is essential, particularly at a time when paid news is increasingly being disseminated, and stated that journalists have a crucial role to play in countering such content and safeguarding the credibility of news. He also spoke about the adverse effects of unverified news, noting that such reporting can tarnish an individual's image and even cause mental distress. Naurem Tanuranjan of Ichal News was presented Promising Digital Journalist Award, while senior journalist Sobhabati Samom received Distinguished Service in Digital Journalism Award. Wadi Singhbul was awarded with Best Credible Digital Media Page 2026, and Rebecca Morangthem of HY News received Jury's Choice Digital Journalism Award 2026.
Kana gumbaman allegation am lagadi office to gi ju bureau ani ma piu hai smai ta we na amana ko lai je kari lege ko view du ju smai ta wala man allegation to go officer so ju kana jare senior ko ani ma to hagi radi people will know both the things pau hapo matam da ko positive news se kaya hapte seng ha kedan sensationalize to we aba mi na he na yenging na gumba jane na hapa dum to we yamna kana we ko gi government scheme may among July, have schemes की काले बखूंगा मैं among July थे public की वही बात कोई government scheme फजल फजल में आप जी popularize होगी award अंतर हापी रखा दी I am ready to sponsor that award so I जी फजल फजल में आप कोई खंड में आप हम नहीं है बिना सिकुम बसी सु कोई कितना promote तो बनेंगे because there are so many things people ना जो खंड में रहती काले बादू without the journalists people that the city message se pass the gongam deva. So we seek your support in that.
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman tabled Economic Survey 2025 to 26 in Lok Sabha during the budget session of Parliament today. According to the survey's first advance estimates, India's real GDP growth for fiscal year 26 is projected at 7.4%, while gross value added GVA growth is estimated at 7.3%. The survey report reaffirmed India's position as the fastest growing major economy for the fourth consecutive year. The economic survey, prepared by Department of Economic Affairs under the guidance of Chief Economic Advisor V.A. Anantha Nageshwaran, provides comprehensive assessment of the economy's performance and future outlook ahead of the union budget. Chief Economic Advisor is scheduled to brief the media later in the day on the major economic trends, noting in the survey's preface that while global conditions in 2026 may mirror 2025, they remain increasingly fragile. Following the tabling of the survey, the House was adjourned for the day and will reconvene on February 1st for presentation of the Union Budget 2026 to 27. The first phase of the budget session will continue until February 13, while the second phase will be held from March 9 to April 2nd, with a total of 30 sittings planned. Climate change and environmental degradation have resulted to reduction and loss of habitats for various species. It has affected the Manipuri pony, which is known for its agility and its ability to adapt to the game of polo. SKTV News tries to find out how climate change can affect survival of Manipuri polo through this special report. Let's take a look.
Manipuri pony and its association with polo dates back centuries since its origin in Manipur. For years, people, especially polo enthusiasts from across the globe, have been at Manipur trying to trace the history of polo and Manipuri pony. But today, Manipuri pony faces a big crisis for survival, and this could deteriorate further with its number dwindling every year. There are many reasons for decrease in number of Manipuri ponies population, and the loss of wetlands is also an important reason. General Secretary of Manipur Equestrian Association Ninko Komjang Ibumochobi emphasized on the correlation between conservation of wetlands and ensuring survival of ponies.
अतोप लमदा सगोल से इना खुनमा मयामना स्टेबल दो यो ई हौजिक फावदा सगोन तोंगान तोंगान ब्रिड से लमहांग दा थादुअगा वाइल्ड उन लेबसे मंगोलिया दा लेरी ऑस्ट्रेलिया दा लेरी स्माइन तौना लमदा वाइल्ड उन लेबसे मणिपुर की सेमी फेडरल हाइबसे पार्ट्स दा चाही खुदिंगी चक्ता ला इबा उरोक तगी natural bird मैम migratory bird मैम सिगी पार्ट्स सिगी मरुवना the permanent resident of our wetland is Manipuri ponies. मियोई बगा मणिपुरी सगोन का कर्म मोंग मरी लेनगे हाइबबु मियोई बसिना सगोन जी फारगा सगोन जी लाब मतुंगदा लानगी ओइगेरा एगी सानबगी ओइगेरा नत्रगा हिरम खुदिंग मकी लेनब मरी से हेक लोय मतुंगदा मखोइ जे पात अमु हंजगिबा अखोइगी इधौगी अखोइगी पोकपिरंबा अखोइगी इपागी अहलमनगी वरी ताबदा लमफेन सिदा लागा लबुक कुम्मगा मागी सगोन से कौबदा तप तप लाए हाइबजे चाही अहुम थादो उरगसु मरी थादो उरगसु हाइबदि मीगा सगोन याम नंगनब मरी अमा कोई पोकपदा कोई इंग्लिश दा अम्बिलिकल कोड हाइबदो अदुगु मजाने ममा अमगा मचा अमगा कोई मरी अम लेरंबदो तत्तबी परमानेंट मरी अम ले मणिपुर की वेटलैंड हाइबसे हेक मांगखिबा मतमदा मणिपुर की सगोल सु मांगनी बिकॉज़ इट इज देयर नेचुरल हैबिटेट.
Dr. T. Bajakumar, who is the Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, have also cautioned about the reduction in number of wetlands in the state. The state has witnessed the reduction of wetlands from about 500 to 132 at the moment. Meanwhile, retired chemistry professor of Manipur University and Ras Mohan also stressed on the threat posed by loss of grazing fields and habitats for Manipuri pony, as they are often forced to come out in public places and streets and eat garbage and plastic items, which often lead to food poisoning. This has also contributed to reduce numbers of ponies.
yamna tangsilaba ko history ke su mari lena Manipuri puari ke mari lena sima pony ha besi masi di am important ko ar masi moi mayam se shoro maya mayam malaysia ari bazar mang de sang masin yak saram de ari ko west mayam ko to plus ng di mayam se sel masin cha yoksing de maduna yam sathi ba problem mo ko de ne masi ko yam seriously ko khan mo thok tai joypur da salama mabu kan khraga ko bazar shir le na saw mabu tu veterinary doctor ki la ga mo ne screen si di otong chaw khre dan len khai ga yeng mo tung da mabu manung si da kilo ni phu gi plastic ki hek le ram adra ma ji sat pangam da leng mangam da na ta ma shi boy le hai bi si adu ma da sa do akoi Manipur gi khwan bazar da ya to jaga da le ba mayam si tholong hai ring le te ana si yam yang ne hu su asu ma mayam si akoi government na phajana ari public na su ewai oi da ka oi lo government gi policy ma si yapi phai ari poni si tang si la ba in danger o si la ba le ma si kan do su ya da sangai gu ma ne.
Manipur gifted polo game to the world. However, the Manipuri pony, which is associated with this game, is on the brink of extinction. Therefore, it is high time to conserve this rare breed of horse before it disappears from the face of art. And for that, we need to conserve wetlands and its grazing grounds. This is Sktv'S Primetime reporting for Sktv's News, Infhal.
Civil society organization CSO's Kanglei Park, an umbrella body of 14 organizations, have extended support to Manipur Kanba concert, which is being planned on January 31st by Kokomi. CSO's Kanglei Park, which is comprises of IPSA, Pandam, Akom Lup, IPAK, KSA, Loya Lup, Kanglame, KIL, CLK, ERDO Ido, AKSIL, Angdok, MIKL and SWA have appealed to people to be part of the Manipur Kanba concert. A praise note issued by convener of CSO's Kanglei Park and Sana Jauba highlighted the importance for people to unite against narco-terrorism and influx of illegal immigrants, while asserting that the present crisis is not an ethnic clash, but a crisis manufactured by narco-terrorists and Sana Jauba accused the Center of insincerity in its approach to resolve the ongoing crisis while citing the lack of clarity on existence of buffer zone, which is claimed by Kuki CSOs and militant groups, and the delay in resettlement process for internally displaced persons. Civil society organization CSOs Kanglipaga further urged the people to cease their work and join the mass rally in solidarity with IDPs and to show united strength for territorial integrity of Manipur. All the Manipur Muslim Organization Coordinating Committee (AMUCOG) has expressed endorsement to the Kokomi's public rally scheduled on January 31st. In the press release, AMUCOG further lamented that the central government has not taken up any significant measure to resolve the ongoing crisis in the state till date. League of Indigenous Peoples of Lisbon, in short LIPUL, has announced that it will extend support to Kokomi's Manipur Kanba Kongchut scheduled for January 31st. In a press release, LIPUL General Secretary stated that all communities must remain alert to attempts aimed at breaking unity of Manipur, which has a history of more than 2,000 years. The organization appealed to the public to cease work on the day and participate in the rally, urging people to consider it their collective responsibility to protect the unity and integrity of the state. Peace Committee Kanglipak Manipur, in short PCKM advisor Ningthemcha Sanayaima, has vehemently condemned the brutal murder of Mayanglambam Rishikanta in Churchanpur district by Kuki armed group on the eve of Manipur's Statehood Day and the subsequent release of the video, calling it one of the most heinous terrorist acts in the world. He was speaking to media on the sidelines of PCKM members extending financial assistance to the victim's family at Kakching Kuno, Uchan Makong. Speaking further, Sanayama decried that no key central government leader has uttered a single word regarding the incident, although it deserves to be condemned in the strongest term. He further questioned the existence of governance in the state and central authority, while noting that the terrorist act carried out by the Kuki armed groups on the eve of the Statehood Day of an Indian state is akin to challenging the constitutional sovereignty of India and intended to break up Manipur. Sanayama added that the stoic silence of the central authority and the president's rule government in the state suggests a deliberate attempt to show discord between communities in the state. He also emphasized the urgent need for collective contemplation and action.
Manipur kan kong chaire, mache tale hanale, the Indian state has failed. Adorgedi, masi wan talk the masi consequences, the serious consequences that can happen. India itself, so. Adi magi leipak to the constitution ki matungina lenga wa satha ngamjawa adumba lenga to state to adu kari wan talk le gap. Akoi Manipur ding asi madu wan talk leitre irrelevant oirena lowa. Rohom to have Manipur praja sing do. Aduna akoi aina irecha sing da simtang pin paujildi mas Kuki kulai paiba sing na chathai thong sing ase masi na oilak pa film sing simun khangga Aikui Nakari Philip Long Topi, I say, Masi, Yamon Kantaraga, upon the film along them oire.
Oinam Saumbung Apunba Club and Mairapai Bilub have warned to launch agitations if relevant authority fails to ensure the early completion of overhead tank, which is constructed as a part of Oinam Saumbung water supply scheme. Speaking to media in this regard, President of Oinam Saumbung Apunba Mairapai Bilub, Oinam Sarojini, and member Yengkom Chitra informed that the overhead tank, which started construction in August 2020, is yet to be completed. They added that the construction is being carried out by former MLA of Lilong and by provider of MS Elinshans Impacts and Construction Company Private Limited. Various complaints have been raised to relevant authority demanding completion of this overhead water tank. However, the demands remained unfulfilled till date. They further demanded relevant authority to ensure early completion of this overhead water tank and to initiate water supply for villages.
Jal Jiban Mission Fast Phase to 2020 gi ko sahi manga taruk hena helabau jibodu lotion banaidana makok tegi hogalakpodu degi hoji phawda sahi manga taruk je makok tegi hogalakpodu dum dawdana leire semba lotion diba asi khara tuna semba lotion biu hoji akhoi degi kaino tawna thengna sadana leigiba samurogi water supply moi hoji ising phajana pidana mayam de ising praja jing de ising phajana yendana pizza pithakana dawdana leigre adu akhoi gina asu koina tawrakpo pol asi da hoji phawba sing phangandadana sembidadana leiba asi asugi matik penjade
प्रजा म्यामना अखोइना हाइजेनिबदि अथुबा मतमदा कोइ इसिंगजि अफबजि थांनानबगि दमकता कोइगि कनोसिंगना ऑफिस मरी लेनबा कोइगि ऑफिस की मियोइसिंगना अथुबा मतमदा यंगजनबिरगा ngasidagiना निमित 10 नि बुकि कि मनुंगसिदा अखोइ इसिंगजि थकपा फंगनबिउ हाइना हाइजेनिंगि.
Women folk from Kangabok and its adjoining localities today stays sitting in front of Sarojini oil pump at Wangbal Canal Mapal, opposing alleged exorbitant demands by some underground outfits. During the protest, the women folk displayed several placards and banners denouncing exorbitant demands against the people and calling for the acceptance of possible contributions. Speaking to media persons, a woman protester decried that some outfit leaders have allegedly threatened to shut down and bomb a Sarojini oil pump over unpaid monetary demand. She further requested the individuals concerned to stop making exorbitant demands and accept possible contribution, citing the oil pump owner has been facing financial distress after he lost election 2 times consecutively.
Oil pump Sarojini hairiba oil pump asida party ichilina kharana singba kharana pump asi makoina apamba man pidragadi pump hangba yaroi aduga akhoi bom langsangani nongmai kapsangani haibana singba asigumba aki akhang prajada pibiba sidi akhoi yawloi sing ichilina khudingmakta party khudingmakta hairiba asigumba sidi tobi ganu haiba wafam si praja ama oina ai thamjage.
That's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Ikai khumnajaribe adongi mafamda Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity Kokomi ki maikaidagi nolukna wahai kharadang thamjari. Madudi Haukiba listingani kungo humdoi me ahumdagi lamdamasigi yelho furup singda chin kuki narco terrorist singna apongba landa ama chatharakiba misi mina asok apan kaya nang handuna Manipur thugaina naba honariba asigi wakhairol ama leitana lakli. Thokliba irang ase India lenga ki aronba agenda oirambadagi ngasidi miyam hupna India ki policy amaki makhada chathahanba irang ni haiba ase khangnare haujik aikhoi isagi iramdamda lanjen nabagi fibamda matam shangna leirakpa isagi iyum ikaida mapung fana hanjinba ngamdre loinana national highway singda ningtamna chathok chasin yadri amade Laipaga Sigi, economy hainingai leitana Sokchin Cray. Oiriba fibam asigi wakairol karamna purakani haiba, tambangam daba fibam amada leirakliba ase, Miyamgi akanba kolau ama, India lenga ki mathakta, Jangsin bagi tangai fadaba tanja ama leirakpana, Lakliba January ge kuntramatoi lisingani kungataru, Thangje numita, Manipur kanba khongchat, Ayuki pung tara taba matamdagi, Kwa Kaitel Tidim ground dagi khongshan jaraga, Thangmaiban Thau grounda Miyamgi oiba apunba mifam ama pangtok jagani. Hairiba Miyamgi khongchat amade, Miyamgi mifam asida, Leipak Miyam, Maru oina, Lamdamasigi Club Organization, Maira Paibe, Mahiroi, Laingaki amade Lanai Shinfam Kuding Magda, Singpang Biriba Kwai Pumna Magna, Saruk Yabinanaba, Koko Migi Maike Paujel Pizari. Paujenjariba, Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, Kokomi.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Kaubui Union Manipur KUM stated that Mount Kabru and Mount Thangjing not only belongs to the Meitei community but to all indigenous communities residing in Manipur, including Kaubuis, stressing that the historic sites must be preserved. In a praise statement, KUM President Dr. K. Hirakabui asserted that these historic and pilgrimage sites have associations with the Kabui community as much as with the Meiteis. He characterized the obstructions preventing Meiteis from worshipping at these sites as deluded, emphasizing that such significance will not be understood by illegal immigrant communities entering from outside. He noted that history provides clear evidence of these connections through the stories of Kabui Salang Maiba, who resided in Tingpui Khul in Thangjing and Kabuilong Kabuiwa in Kobru. Furthermore, he highlighted that the epic Moirang Kangleirol explicitly narrates the relationships between Ibudhog Thangjing with Kabui Tomba and Kabui Salang Maiba. He also appealed to all Kabuis and the general public to attend the press conference regarding the preservation of these two sites, which will be conducted by CPPKT at Manipur Press Club on February 3rd. Nungbi Kulen Luita Fanid Luingaini Festival 2026 has begun at Nungbi village with traditional gaiety and cultural fervor. Director of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University, IGNTU Regional Campus, Manipur, Professor N.G. Ngalengam inaugurated the festival. Speaking on the occasion, Professor Anam Zimik appreciated the grand manner in which Luita Festival was organized and appealed to the people to understand the value of culture and preserved, stating that culture signifies identity, rights and future of the community. He emphasized that societal development rests on fulfilling basic needs such as education, health, stable economy and good communication, while also calling upon the people to place God first in their lives. He extended his warm wishes to the people of Nungbi for happy and prosperous Luita Festival 2026. As a part of the program, wheelchairs were distributed to differently abled persons, hearing aids to more than 20 beneficiaries and walking sticks to several elderly villages. Manipur will join the celebration of Bharat Rang Mahotsav starting tomorrow. The theatre festival will continue till February 1st and will be organized as a tribute to late Ratan Thiam. Speaking to media persons in this regard at Chorus Repertory Theatre, Acting Faculty of National School of Drama, Professor Muhammad Abdul Kadib Saha maintained that Bharat Rang Mahotsav is the biggest international theatre festival which is being organized by National School of Drama. A total of 277 plays will be performed during the festival. The festival will feature foreign theatre groups, play performed by transgender, differently abled and sex workers. During the festival, 17 books will also be released.
National School of Drama Sinba 25th edition of Bharat Rang Mahotsav International Theatre Festival of India 2026. Tarik 18 tagina tarik February 10 tarik 10 bau chathagadaba festival ni India gi mafam nifuda play sing uchagani world gi continent taretta continent amamamda play amamam subudli sige manung sida yaujari sida apun ba play se 277 Indian plays ni adugi play sige manung da panel na select tawraga thamamba se play chamaga thraga taru aduga atopa play singna invitees mayamama sinjaraga play chani ga hundra tare se India ki play oina taujai aduga mapan gi 7 continent da tawgadoriba play tare sina tabata India da la aga atopa foreign gi group drama taraga ni thui gi play tra ni thui amasu hariba kaino sida 277 production sida adu include tawi
Kuki National Organization KNO has expressed appreciation to Ato Kilongsa of GPRN, NSCN and convener of the Working Committee of the Naga National Political Groups, NNPGs and Kitovi Zimomi for his statement condemning the sectarian crisis allegedly triggered by ZUF Kamsong faction through burning of K. Songlung Kuki village. In a letter issued on Thursday, KNO President P.S. Haukip said Zimomi's stand was timely and significant, especially in view of the trauma endured by Kuki people over the past 2 years amid what the organization described as state-sponsored ethnic cleansing in Manipur. Kano further noted that NNPG's ideology of peaceful coexistence continues to resonate with the sentiments of tribal communities and reaffirm its appreciation for the principled stance taken on the issue. Kaishamthong Ilangbam Laikai Nupi Apunba Mairam Marup strongly condemned the gun-firing incident at the residence of Brajabasi Mayum Upendra Sharma alias Momo of Kaishamthong Ilangbam Laikai around 2:30 a.m. on January 25th and appealed that such incidents should not be reoccurred. Speaking to media person at a press meet held at Thangjing Hall of Manipur Press Club, Secretary Oinam Likla Laimer said the incident stemmed from a confrontation between Kaisham Gulsan of Kaishamthong Irom Pukri Achoba Laikai and Momo during a wedding function earlier. She alleged that later in the night, 3 to 4 persons, led by Kaisham Gulsan, went to Momo's residence, intimidated his family members by pointing guns and fired several rounds. She said it was fortunate that no one was injured, though Maira Paibi members of the locality were allegedly subjected to unparliamentary words. The Maira Marub appealed to both parties to resolve the matter through proper dialogue instead of creating fear among family members and residents of the locality.
Maira Kuna Hira Mako Sitaba, Rinubi the Kutaramba, Rigi no Mayama Pai, Hanami, Bamaki Pusibo, Shuleta Nakanda. Masih akoi lekai na miam na janin de masih asum basukar putopi ada ino main na suka tena blank kaya ada tena mung cucu aki akang na nandire mung na nate lain dami na balekai basu kawan na kaya amu aki akang kaya amu subibira ni ado masih ki mata cida amu cucu makai na amu tena lain ba hari basida utak biasa amu ma ukau pulu hari na polis baga tapi na pasaya aku yang mengajar de.
Two-day international seminar on the cultural bridges and economic links, the role of Indian diaspora in shaping India-Southeast Asia relations began at the VC Court Hall of Manipur University today. The seminar is being jointly organized by Department of Southeast Asian Studies, Manipur University, NG College and KP College. Speaking in the program, the Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University, N. Lokendra, emphasized on the important role of Indian diaspora in ensuring good relations between India and Southeast Asian countries. He also highlighted the importance of Tamils who had lived in Myanmar for years before they migrated to Moreh. During the program, Professor of Vietnam's National University, Dr. Phan An Tu, spoke on economic and cultural roles of the Indian community in Saigon during the French colonial period. One-day road safety awareness program was organized at Thoubal College by District Transport Office DTO Thoubal in collaboration with NSS, NCC, IQAC of Thoubal College and SADACT as a part of the 37 Road Safety Month 2026 under Sadak Suraksha Abhiyan campaign. Dignitaries including retired Joint Director of Transport BK Sharma, DTO Thoubal Hemuchandra Irengbam, Manipur Fire Service Sub-Officer W. Rona, DSP Traffic Thoubal Yumlembam Sananta and others attended the program. Speakers highlighted the initiatives such as hit-and-run compensation scheme, need for fire safety preparedness, importance of immediate first aid to accident victims, and strict adherence to traffic rules. And now the sports news. Triathlon Association of Manipur announced that 32nd State Sub-Junior, Senior and Master Aquathon Championship 2026 will be held on 14 February 6 a.m. at Wangkai Ningthem Pukri Mapal. According to a press release issued by Triathlon Association of Manipur Secretary L. Lenin, said that interested candidates may register their names with the association until 10th February, beyond which the registration will be closed. For further details, the association can be reached at the contact numbers 700-509-5173 or 600-9398-084. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center, Imphal state's maximum temperature was recorded at 25.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 6.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 95% in the morning and 36% in the evening today. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Governor J. Kumar Bhalla stresses students' knowledge gained today will determine society's future progress. Mao ACMA Losi Diko stresses restoration of peace and normalcy for settlement of Manipur crisis. Inpui bodies seek clarification on United Naga Council over UNC KIM joint statement on recognition of K Songlung as Cookie Village. DIPR Director Ahantem Subhas flags a thin line between digital journalists and content creators, warns against chasing likes and calls for credible reporting. And Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman tables Economic Survey 2025 to 26 in Lok Sabha. Projects India's real GDP growth at 7.4% and GVA at 7.3% for fiscal year 26. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.